We have a cold night in the Northeast. A bad evening to be without a parka, but we are set for football at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Baltimore Ravens and the New York Giants. The New York set to take the field. Jones looking to throw right away. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
That was well defended, and while it was a completion, it resulted in a loss of yardage. It's really, really hard for a running back to think to himself, I probably should have just dropped it and saved the yardage. It goes against the entire training that he's had his whole career.
This pass into the hands of Bellinger. Short completion, just 4 yards, and 3rd and 8 now. Now Jones. Throwing deep for Galladay. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
On 4th down, Jamie Gillen on to punt for the Giants. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. A man who missed all of 2021, this is J.K. Dobbins. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
On first down, a running play ends up going backwards as he won't get close to the line of scrimmage. In fact, he's going to lose 4 yards.
Came out in a power set, but that only served to put more men in the box. And guess what? If you're going to do that, you've got to win up front, right? Your offensive guys have got to beat the defenders. They lost all leverage on that play.
To throw, Huntley. That's into the hands of Prochet. So the completion good for 7 there, and it'll be 3rd down. Huntley to throw. He sets to fire deep. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
4th down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt. Waiting on it will be Richie James. And this is a beauty as that ball's going to angle out at the 6-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
Jones throw taken in by Slayton. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. A quick first down pickup. Good start after going 3 and out on their opening drive.
And they were backed up to start the drive, but not anymore. Now, that's the play call that the offensive coordinator had in his head. You saw the end result. He wanted to go ahead and push the ball downfield, and that's what they did. And they wound up with good yardage there to get things rolling.
Throwing, Jones. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Golladay. Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard. On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. But I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Jones throwing on first down. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be 2nd down. Back to throw. Jones. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
After that throw, and it was definitely one that he would love to have back, I wonder what's going through his head. I wonder what kind of mind game he's playing with himself to get himself back on track. Because a lot of guys, that's what they do. They have little triggers that when the mechanics are off or if they make a bad throw, that they go to that place to get themselves back in sync.
He dumps it off to Barkley. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there.
Well, the good thing about covering any game I do with you is I know that there's no problem with rhythm. Now, what we're watching offensively, a little bit of a problem there.
Yeah, punt on the first drive, looking at another one here. Just a little slow. You know, they were talking about a fast start, but that hasn't been the case.
Yeah, and let's face it, any team we cover always talks about a fast start.
That's true.
But it's not necessarily going to happen just because they say so. And whether it's the script, whether it's, you know, just what they're going through, whether they're seeing different defenses, they're going to have to figure it out as this game moves on.
And they'll run the option to start the drive. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it. But it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so they didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
Here's Huntley. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that. I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on 3rd down conversions to start this thing. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they gave up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on first down. That's what they talk about us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake in the line of scrimmage, got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride, and he was able to run free after the catch.
Here's Jones on first down. And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. The Georgia man, Roquan Smith, came in and got him. We're scoreless after 1. Ready to roll for the second quarter from MetLife Stadium. The Giants with the football as they've got it second down and 12. Looking to throw. Jones. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Now we've got a Giant player here slow to get up after that last play. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. After that sack, 3rd and long, tough spot for Jones and the Giants. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down again. Tyus Bowser blowing that play up.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And the punt will kick out of bounds, and it'll be spotted inside the 30-yard line. Baltimore about ready to go on offense. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. They'll start by running the option to the right. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Typically on the read option play, when we talk about responsibilities, we're talking about what the quarterback has to go through. How about the inside linebacker, though? His job on this play, shadow the quarterback and hold him to a short gain. Did it to perfection.
Off play action. Huntley. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
On 3rd down, Huntley. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. And a good job on the tackle there as they get him down shy of the 1st on the 35-yard stripe. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down. Here's Jordan Stout now. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. 47 yards on the punt that time, just 1 yard on the return. And the Giants' drive will start from deep in their territory with a 1st and 10. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 15. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He'll get this one to Galladay, and he'll be out right at the 35. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a 1st down.
They sure put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A 1st down carry for Barkley. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
On 2nd down, here's a keeper by the QB. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down. And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
Pass is caught by Wan'Dale Robinson. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Jones. Flushed out right. He'll find a man over the middle. It's Galladay. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
Jones now on 1st and 10. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again. Over the middle, caught by Bellinger. And they'll work this down inside the 30. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 5. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Justin Houston, his 2nd sack of the night. So, Charles, no turnovers yet for this offense, but those sacks now, they're starting to pile up.
And one thing usually leads to another because they've got to figure out how the offensive line and everyone else involved in protection can keep their quarterback upright and allow him a chance to throw the ball downfield.
And this one is no good. He missed it. And this will remain a scoreless game.
Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
Well, now they'll start 3 yards shy of midfield after that long 57-yard miss. They'll start by running the option to the right. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's second down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
On second down, a run with Dobbins. And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. From the gun on third down, Huntley. That would complete to Prochet. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to fourth down.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be fourth and short.
They'll run for it. It's Edwards. And I don't think he got there. He did not. They stop him a yard shy. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Yeah, get a little closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Jones signaling, let's go, trying to get his guys up to the line. Escape it, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Patrick Queen got in there to stick him. He gets the sack. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's a game plan that they've had so far, because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
On third down, Barkley. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. On to punt, Jamie Gillen. It'll be a net of 39, 41-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense going to take over late in this first half. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, you string them together, could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
Throwing to start the drive, Huntley. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
They've been playing sound fundamental defense thus far and able to keep this offense from creating a major dent on the scoreboard.
Able to force the incompletion, but still waiting for that game-changing play. You feel like it's coming, the first sack, the first turnover.
In a sense, they're playing old-school defense right now. The new-school defense is what you said, taking the ball away.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. They set up the screen for Dobbins. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
A final shot before break. Huntley. That one to the sideline, and a nice catch there. He stays in bounds, but a penalty marker is down as well. So plenty of action on the field, but no action right now on the scoreboard, at least as of yet. 0-0 is our score. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Now a play fake here on first down. Flush to his right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. He's going to keep this again. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. That's what he can do, when he keeps the football. It's not a huge gain, but it shows how hard it can be to stop him.
Yeah, and I thought the defense had that one pretty well contained, and in fact, they probably came up and felt pretty good about what they did. Then they looked up and realized he still got good yardage out of it. He's a tough guy to stop.
They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down, a nice, consistent gain.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Huntley. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. They'll go option to the short side. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards. Back to the 33. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half. And that trend is continuing here.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. To throw on 3rd down. Huntley. And he'll just get rid of it. So a stop here defensively to start this 3rd quarter. Just what's needed in a tie ball game.
Yeah, good chance to build back some momentum on the defensive side of the ball. In fact, what they've done is give their offense a nice push in the back as they get ready to take the field.
The Ravens send their punter out now. He's been terrific so far. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. Here's James returning. A 46-yard punt, 4-yard return. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the 2nd half. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Hate to say it, but that play typifies what we've seen from this offense all game long.
Yeah, don't you think maybe you flip over your play sheet as the offensive coordinator and see the side that says try something different? You know, because this has not worked all game long. They continue to try and get it done. They've got to come up with something a little bit different. Try something special, something they haven't seen.
Anything to score a point. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
Here's Jamie Gillen now as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. A 40-yard punt, no return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down. They'll go option to the short side. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
And on this play, the read for the quarterback was the defensive end, and he was totally focused on the quarterback. He should have given it off inside to the running back. Instead, he kept it and ended up taking a loss on the play.
Off the play fake, Huntley. They'll roll him out right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
Oh, partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
On 3rd down, Huntley. Open man is Duvernay. And he will have a Ravens 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
This offense is starting to get into rhythm. A nice quick throw there on target, able to pick up another 1st down.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Huntley. Throw right side is complete to Andrews, his tight end. And he's going to get this down near the 25. Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10. They'll go option to the short side. Dances by him. 10 more there and another 1st down. So that was all you're looking for on a play like that. Get the 1st down and keep the drive moving.
Yeah, it just looked to me like he just said to himself, I've got this. I'll take it. I'll pick it up, and let's keep moving. Get the 1st down, get a new set, and let's start over.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That's taken in by Duvernay. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and that'll bring up a 2nd down in just a couple. Operating from the gun, Huntley. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
A field goal would get him the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw. Huntley. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Devin Duvernay from 6 yards away as his guys are on the board first here tonight. Well, these two teams battled through a scoreless first half. Finally, a breakthrough here in quarter number 3.
And I just wonder how that played for both of them psychologically, because when you battle through a scoreless first half, now you know that every possession is increasingly crucial. Who can put points on the board, make the other team chase? Wonder if you get a lift and if they get deflated a little bit.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded just outside the goal line. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped it to 14. The Giants going to take over again on offense. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that'll bring up second down. Now Jones. He's got Bellinger. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 13 yards, good for a Giant first down.
I like how they worked the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Jones is going to put it in the hands of Barkley on the option. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Got a man, Slayton. And they're going to get this up to midfield. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back now here in East Rutherford. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Barkley inside handoff. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Eight yards to go on 2nd down. Looking to throw. Jones. Eluding the pressure. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Justin Houston bringing the pressure yet again. That's his 3rd sack here tonight.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target. Incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Here's Jamie Gillen now as he'll come on to kick for a 6th time tonight. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return. And the Ravens will get it. 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
I think what we just saw there, partner, was linebacking speed that can trump O-line power. We see that at times because he filled the gap before the offensive lineman could get to the next level and take him on.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Another run here with Dobbins. And once again, not much running room, if any at all. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. Offensive line really didn't give him any room to maneuver on that play.
Things closed pretty quickly, didn't they? And how about the wrap-up at the end of that tackle? Left no doubt there would be no additional yardage to be found.
To throw, Huntley. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And unable to connect, incomplete. Give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a 1st down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
On the return, it's James. That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. And possession switching back to the New York Giants. And we've seen drive after drive come up empty for them, and they've yet to dent the scoreboard, yet still right in the middle of a 1-score game.
So this is where you absolutely have to forget everything that's happened in your previous drives. They don't matter right now. You just mentioned it. 1-score game. This drive here can erase all of what happened previously.
Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Early down stuff's to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
On 2nd and 9, Jones to Barkley on the check down. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. The Giants on 3rd down. Not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Throwing, Jones. And that is incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point, and they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
Here's Jamie Gillen now as he's on to punt for New York. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. And Baltimore's offense set for this next possession. Their defense has pitched the shutout. Now they probably need to deliver a little breathing room, maybe make it a 2-score game as they've got it 1st and 10. The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Big Leonard Williams there on the stop. So 4th quarter, a nice run there to start this drive. Charles, what do you think the split will be here between run and pass?
Well, partner, I think it'll lean towards the run, but this is also not a time where you just totally do that. You still have to possess the ball, move the sticks, and keep the clock moving as well. So they'll run their offense, but yeah, when they have a chance to run it, they'll do that a little bit more.
And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Well, a clear running situation. Try to take time off the clock. You ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they had shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
Huntley to throw. It's Jackson again on the reception. And he will have a Ravens 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that pickup of a 1st down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here, down late, tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or a takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A 14-yard pickup. That's 14 yards on 2 straight plays.
Well, you know me, partner. I never tell them to back off of being aggressive, but sometimes you see the consequences when you're overly aggressive and you don't secure tackles. Guys break through them.
Trying to sell out to pry that football loose, and just as you said, cost some yardage.
Yeah, you got to go get him. Stand him up first before you go for the ball. Don't just go for it initially.
Huntley, that'll be complete to Dobbins. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
Now, that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, on maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on first down. They're ahead of the chains now.
Option play, and they'll hand to Dobbins. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
On third down, here's Dobbins. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to perhaps salt this one away. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it, and that will extend their lead even further. So they hadn't called on him at all until this point, but he comes through here and buries one from long range.
Yeah, that's awfully impressive because usually kickers like to get that first one out of their system in the first quarter, sort of get them into the flow of the game, but to come in this late and knock it down from long distance, give him a lot of credit.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. So now Jones and the Giants down 10-0. A little under 1:50 remaining. They've yet to dent the scoreboard tonight. Now they've got to do it twice late if they want a chance here. Here's Jones. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Jones. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. To throw is Jones. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th.
Well, they've certainly had trouble unlocking this defense through 3.5 quarters, so I don't expect it to get any easier now. You know they're going to be sitting back and waiting on everything, and they force an incompletion there.
Desperation time now. Here's Jones. Gets this to Bellinger. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down.
Well, it all came together on that one, didn't it?
Big-time throw on fourth.
Now that had to feel good, didn't it? Taking that type of a gamble there and making it pay off. What a throw.
And tough as a receiver because no matter how perfect the pass, you know it's fourth down and you got to convert.
A little bit of extra pressure, but he overcame it.
This one goes out wide for Barkley. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that'll make it second down. And right now, defensively, you love that, don't you? I mean, you'll give them that play.
And they'll take it every single time. This is almost like nickeling and diming it downfield, and too much time's going to run off the clock.
Jones. He finds him again, Saquon Barkley. 2 yards on the pickup there, and that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4. Jones signaling, let's go, trying to get his guys up to the line. Now Jones. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Jones. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. The Ravens taking a knee with victory seemingly in hand here. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. The Ravens offense back out there. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. Down to a knee one more time, and that should just about do it.
Brandon, I can just tell you from experience, there's nothing like pitching a shutout on defense, but even more so when it's a tight game. I mean, when every defensive play is crucial and you don't give up any points, boy, they're going to feel awfully good about themselves after this one.
Yeah, exactly. The offense wasn't humming, but, hey, all they needed was you can't score 1 point. All they needed was 2 points. Well, you can't score 2 points on offense. All they needed was at least 3. They got what they needed.
They got what they needed. Exactly right.
So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And not all W's are created equal, CD, and this one came in shutout fashion.
Well, their offense certainly didn't need to do anything, right? They could take the day off, and they did. But the defense, they carried them in a big way.
Yeah, look, the offense, obviously stuff to work on, but they did enough, and the defense carried the load.
Well, you know what they say. It's always fun to work on things if it didn't go well in your game with a victory in your pocket, and that's what they've got going forward.